Hi, greetings once again, YouTube. It is Aichidori Snake. I apologize if I sound a little bit different today. I believe I'm starting to come down with something, some sort of cold. But nevertheless, I feel like this topic for today is something I'm rather impassioned about because it does concern one of my favorite IPs coming out of DC Comics, and that concerns the Titans, or more specifically, the fate of season 6 of the 2003 Teen Titans cartoon. Uh, the reason why I'm not saying original Teen Titans cartoon is because if you want to be technical, the original Teen Titans cartoon was a serial that existed back in the late 60s featuring the original five. So Wonder Girl, Kid Flash, Aqualad, Speedy, minus Robin. It's weird, I know, but it was done that way mainly because Robin was still in the Batman series, and I guess they didn't want to necessarily confuse the two. But uh, moving on from that, so recently, a couple days ago, actually, famous voice actress, in fact, queen of the voice actresses, Tara Strong, went on Twitter, and she let out some pretty damning information about the fate of a possible season 6. And I'm just paraphrasing here. She said in the tweet that if the Teen Titans Go movie did well enough in theaters, that they would consider, or that not necessarily consider, but that season 6 will be a definite in the future. Like, season 6 will definitely happen if Teen Titans Go does well in the movies. Which, here are my thoughts on that. So, first of all, concerning the Teen Titans Go movie, I know a lot of people give Teen Titans Go a lot of shit and everything because of the art style and because of the fact that a lot of the characters in that show are caricatures of what they were originally portrayed to be in the 2003 show. Uh, but honestly, I'm rather excited for the Teen Titans Go movie. And the reason why is because I feel like the writers are actually rather self-aware about the uh fan reaction to their take on the Titans and Teen Titans Go. Uh and they kind of like took that and ran with it. Like, that's a running joke with them, is just how much people don't like their show. So they're especially playing on that in the Teen Titans Go movie, which I think is clever. I think that's the best idea that they could possibly come up with. Is, let's take everything that we've been criticized for and let's turn it into a movie, and let's just take this moment to laugh at ourselves. And so far from what I've seen in the trailers, it's looking rather good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually legitimately excited to see this movie. So I'm probably gonna be one of the few people giving it a legitimate chance. So I have no problem seeing this movie. But I still have a bit of a problem though, and the reason why is because I don't feel like now is a good time for season 6 for the 2003 show. And the reason why I say that is because we've already got Teen Titans Go, number one. That's that's a big one. And while while fans love to completely shit on that show, commercially, Teen Titans Go is still doing well. And I don't see them getting rid of Teen Titans Go anytime soon. And there's also the fact that there's going to be a Titans live action show on DC's new streaming service. So it just raises the question, how much do we really need season 6. I mean, yes, I know that additional seasons to older shows have become popular recently, specifically in the case of Samurai Jack. Now, Samurai Jack did rather well with its season 5, and I suppose that if there would be a season 6, they would kind of go for what Samurai Jack pretty much did with its with this darker vibe and everything. And I understand why they would want to do a season 6 because out of all of the characters in the originals, well, again, in the 2003 series, Starfire was the only Titan to never get a story arc of her own throughout the season, and they left us on a cliffhanger with the girl that looked like Terra, the amnesiac, supposedly. So there's still a lot. Not to say that there isn't. There's still stuff that they can do with season 6. It's just that why would they? You know, like don't get me wrong. If there was a season 6 of the show, I would still be excited. I would still love it because I love the Titans. Honestly, if I'm being perfectly honest, it's because of my love for the Titans in the comics that I got into the TV show once it started airing back in 2003, back when I was only like 4 or 5 years old. And because of my love for the Teen Titans, it grew into love of DC in general. And and I'm still loving all of the current Teen Titans and Titans runs from DC Rebirth. So it just grew my love for the team. Like that is my favorite team of all time is the Titans. So I will still be excited regardless if if season 6 was to be announced. But I just really don't see a need for it right now, if that makes sense. Um, Now I know that sounds rather blasphemous to a lot of diehard fans of the 2003 series, but honestly, I lived a life where I knew the Titans before the cartoon existed, so I can kind of like not really necessarily need them to exist. And another thing with this is we basically got a new Teen Titans anyway in Young Justice. Granted, it's not necessarily the exact same thing, but the premise is rather similar. Only difference is that they focus more on a spy drama aspect of the whole thing. They're still operating under the Justice League covertly. That's really the twist of the Teen Titans formula that they put into Young Justice. Aside from that, though, the whole premise basically lines through. In fact, most of what they took to use in Young Justice pretty much came from the Teen Titans comics and not quite as much as the Young Justice comics. So, and that's getting a season 3. So, again, a Teen Titans season 6, I don't know, seems a little less necessary now that, you think about it, right? But it's what the fans want. And if they do make a season 6, great, excellent, that's fine. I'm all, you know, if it happens, it happens. I'm all for it. If not, no harm done to me. I've got Young Justice season 3, Titans live action, and the Teen Titans Go movie, assuming it's good. So, no skin off my back. However, if they did do a season 6, here is what I need to happen. I need for Robin to finally become Nightwing. Please, please let that happen. I either redesign the Robin suit to make it look darker, to like maybe like add the Tim Drake red and black, or just have him flat out become Nightwing. Either way, change up Robin a little bit. In fact, give all the main cast, like the main 5 Titans in that show, give all of them a redesign. At this point, they deserve an overhaul. A time skip sounds about right. Not a large time skip. I'd say about 2 years or so. Maybe right when they're starting to go from being the Teen Titans into like Titans territory. That would be great. So, number one, Robin should get a redesign or just full blown become Nightwing. Number two, Starfire needs her story arc. This needs to be the time for them to actually flesh out her character beyond her relationship with Robin and everything. Which is number three. They need to definitely emphasize their relationship, because even even in the comics, Robin and Starfire's relationship was something that I really enjoyed and really honestly it's probably my favorite pairing in all of comics. So more emphasis on that would be amazing. Uh Number four, we need answers on Terra. We need to know if she's ever gonna get her memories back, if she's ever gonna get her powers back, if she rejoins the Titans. And if she doesn't rejoin the Titans, then that brings me to number five. We need, or, well, not need, but I would like for there to be a sixth member. If it's not Terra, now would be the perfect time to introduce Wonder Girl. I mean, the only reason why they didn't add her in the show is because of some legal copyright issues that were going on back then, amongst the DC heads, because Donna Troy had basically been. There was some legal issue with just Donna Troy in general and the Wonder Girl name in general. So, now that all that dust has settled, and we already know that she exists in this universe, if you read the two Teen Titans Go, not to be confused with the show or the comic that ties into the Teen Titans Go show, but the original Teen Titans Go comics that tied into the 2003 show, we know that she exists in that universe, but she doesn't necessarily belong to a specific team. So them bringing in her with the main team would be pretty freaking awesome if you ask me, because it gives Donna Troy more of the spotlight a little bit. A lot more people can get acquainted with with a character like Wonder Girl, and I think aside from Cyborg, she would be a great step. She would be a great stand-in for Robin or Nightwing or whatever he'll be in season 6. If he's not there to carry out a specific task at the moment, either her or Cyborg, either one of those two, they can share the responsibility, split the responsibility of team leader until Robin returns. So it's just something to really think about. Or Kid Flash. Kid Flash would also be another good pick for a sixth member. I think either one of the unused original 60s Titans, who, by the way, coincidentally, both Donna Troy and Wally West were part of the new Teen Titans lineup. So it would still fit. It would still fit rather well. Uh, Honestly, those are really the main things that I would like to see out of the show. Um, oh, actually, another thing I'd like to see is the identity of Red X. Now, I happen to be a firm believer of the Red X is Jason Todd theory. Not everybody agrees with that theory, but that's just me. It would be amazing if they did that sort of thing, where they introduced Jason Todd and the likes of Red X, who just happens to share similar personalities and skill sets of Red Hood, and made that a thing. Uh, Especially since there's already that antagonistic relationship between Robin, who we know to be Dick Grayson, and Red X, and so it would be a nice nod to the comic book relationship that the two share. The antagonistic brother-like relationship. It'd be nice to see in in the Teen Titans show. Uh, and I guess number 7 would be passing on the torch. See, the thing is, I would like to see if the Titans got older, and while they were older and still operating as the Titans, have a younger team under them that became the new Teen Titans, presumably led by the likes of Tim Drake or Damian Wayne, preferably Tim Drake. Uh, Not that I don't like Damian, but if I'm gonna be perfectly honest, Tim Drake is a completely underused character in DC nowadays, and he's the second best Titans leader in my opinion, just behind Dick Grayson. And I would just love to see Tim Drake in Teen Titans cartoon form. So I could see like Tim, and then the Cassandra Sands Mark Wonder Girl, and Blue Beetle, and all of them, Supergirl potentially. I could see all of them becoming their own Teen Titans team at the end, like near the end of season 6, or somewhere in the middle of season 6, or something like that. But yeah, that's just a few things that I can sort of like predict could happen or would like to see happen in that show if season 6 were to exist. Which, let's not hold our breath just yet, because this is if the Teen Titans Go movie does well. If and only if it does well. And knowing how people feel about Teen Titans Go, this could feel like basically the ultimate trap to them. Like, oh, you mean to tell me we'll get a season 6 if we watch Teen Titans Go, which, by the way, 80% of the fan base doesn't like anyway? Like, I can understand if the fan base can kind of feel gypped or betrayed or feel like they're basically being bamboozled into watching the Teen Titans Go movie. I get it, but I think at the very least, A, we deserve to give the Teen Titans Go movie a chance, because it does look like they're legitimately trying to make a movie that's akin to the Lego movie, where it's kind of silly, but it's enjoyable. And a lot of the punchlines are funny and they make sense, and the action is still very engaging. So it could be like a Lego movie in that regard, and I'm hoping that it turns out like that. So A, we should probably give the Teen Titans Go movie a chance. I know, please don't come at me with your choices and pitchforks, but that's just how I feel. And B, if we want season 6, this has to be a must. Seeing the movie has to be a must. Yeah, I mean, come on. You gotta put up with a little bit of the necessary evil for the greater good. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I'm sure everybody else will look at it. So, there you go. What do you guys think about the news about, season 6 happening? Do you think this is just to get us to watch the Teen Titans Go movie? Do you think that Tara Strong's claims are legitimate? Do you even want a season 6? Is the thing. Uh, so go ahead and drop a comment. Keep the conversation going, of course. If you like my content, if you like what I said here, of course, give it a like. No pressure. Or, subscribe for more videos, because I definitely do intend to do more. Uh, and then now that I've said my piece, peace, and I will try not to die in the meantime.